Righto, let's have a look at a path repair job. This might be a little bit unusual, but with all the wet weather we've been having on the east coast lately, pothole repairs might be top of people's minds. Now, this was shot in July last year along the Kwinana Freeway, and as you can see, they were having some pretty wild weather over here with the very strong sea breezes, whipping up some waves which were throwing water across the path. And in some cases it was throwing enough water around to do quite a bit of erosion, and that erosion resulted in part of the path collapsing. And as you can see here, part of the path on some days was underwater. So this is part of the path that collapsed, and on the left we've got what it looked like last year, and on the right we've got what it looked like on the 10th of April. So you can see that they cordon that section of collapsed path off with some poles of some sort, which they bolted into the path. Quite nifty, better than just putting cones out, I thought. No one was going to come around and knock them over or steal them, so it was a very good way of marking this part of the path off as being dangerous. And as you can see, it slumped quite nicely. Now, there's some black poles on the edge of that concrete there. I don't know if they were driven in afterwards to stop that concrete wall from collapsing, or whether they were part of the original design, but maybe that was just a temporary fix to stop it slumping any further. And as you can see, there was quite a bit of undermining going on there, which caused it to collapse. And if we jump down and have a look, you can see that the last thing you'd really want to do is right into that hole. Now, this is what it looked like today. You can see there's the patch, and unless you knew this hole was here last year, you'd probably miss it. And in case you're wondering, those black marks around the edge is where the lens cap didn't quite open properly on the camera. It does that. But what they've done is they've come along and put down these very large sandbags, several layers of them. They're actually, from what I can see, at least 3 layers deep. There's an extra layer underneath those two. And I thought all those boulders up the end there were new because they look kind of new. But I found out later actually they're not. They were there before, but I was wondering if they'd put down some extra reinforcing along there as well. And you can see here that these great big sandbags extend along this section of beach, well, all the way along this section of beach to stop it eroding. So quite good. Now, I don't know when they came along and repaired this stuff, but certainly when I left in December, it still hadn't been fixed. I can't remember exactly when the path started to slump, but it was like that for a couple of months. But as you can see, it wasn't left like that forever. They came along and fixed it up. So that was good. Again, just a bit of a view of these rocks here that I thought they might have put down another layer, and I actually thought that top layer of concrete capping there was new, but no, it wasn't. Anyway, that's all been nicely fixed, and that's good. I wish roads in New South Wales could be repaired that quickly and that effectively.